Alrighty, so I just wanted to talk about a couple of bad luck things we've been kind of having over the past, I think, 2 to 3 days. In last week's vlog, we kind of halted at a stop on Tuesday and just kind of filmed our routines and then kind of stopped. Ever since we last filmed that, we didn't film anymore. Probably for a good reason, is because of these things. But the first thing that happened was we had told you in that last weekly vlog that Moxie was ill and not really doing well. She was having diarrhea and not really pooping well and stuff like that. And she was just, just overly lethargic. She was kind of more energetic than she was. But the sad thing is that our mom is just, put it lightly, not taking care of the dog. My big sister, we're just kind of helping out around with her care. And we just had to give her a bath because there was stuff.
There was feces on her butt.
Yeah. And stuff stuck. Oliver was there and he started crying and our dad was kind of distressed. So we were just still giving her a bath and everything. And thankfully she kind of lightened up after. And she seems to be pooping kind of regularly again. Our mom was kind of in a bad mood and Oliver was just crying and a little upset. And so we were stuck out there for 2 hours. And that night ended with just uncertainty about our dog. We were definitely very scared. That was the first night of bad luck. Then the second night. And then the second day, Moxie was doing a lot better. I wouldn't say this wasn't really too bad of a day. I had to dump out the fridge containers of all food or whatever. I was just heading out there. Charlie kept following me and a branch smacked me and almost hit me in the eye. So it wasn't really that bad. Is that Doc made some ramen and our dad had called us at the most inconvenient time ever, or inconvenient. And Doc was just making some bowl of ramen and I hope William can help me out. And so I just was stuck there making dinner and stuff like that and then dumping out half the fridge.
Trust me, I didn't
And Scott almost got smacked in the eye from a branch and there was a wasp outside following me. So everyone else got their dinner before me, which I'm like, that's okay. I had my dinner last night. I got a ripped bun. Well, today was hell on earth. Ended up in tears in the morning, yeah. The morning started off by a knock on the wall. That's how they kind of get our attention. Doc didn't hear the knock, so I just went out there and he's like, "Hey, can you watch Oliver?" I gotta make a couple phone calls because they're trying to sell Grandma's house to a person who's interested in it, and they wanted a decision by 12. So the minute I woke up, I had to watch a crying swimming baby. So I just kind of cradled him and was having him on my lap and he was still crying. So I tried to give him the passy. That was not working. He was crying, he was upset, and then Dad was outside making phone calls, and of course he had just gotten fed and diaper changed. He had a clean butt. He'd just gotten fed maybe an hour ago, so there's no reason why should not be a reason why there was something wrong. So, and he was calm for maybe 3 minutes. I just had to start strolling him around the house, and so I peeped out the door and I was like, "Dad, he might be hungry again." And Dad, was just in the middle of a phone call. I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to interrupt him anymore." Then he just took a bag of, breast milk out the fridge and we just kind of let it defrost in a cup of warm water, and I just had to sit there in the kitchen alone. With a crying, screaming baby, and then he spat up, and then
on him.
Yep, on me. So I had to stroll right back to the living room, and Cindy had to lay him down and wipe up the spit up and everything, wipe the spit off of my shirt, and then we just kind of picked him up again and stuff like that, and he was still crying, and then Dad finally came in, and he was trying to text our mom, one-handed,
because Mom wouldn't answer.
Nope. Dad took Ollie from Sydney and was like, "Okay, get him a bottle," or trying to discuss or figure out how to make him the bottle. And then we done that. We poured some milk in there, and Sydney was going to warm it up because babies do not want milk cold. But he was like, "Just give me the fucking bottle." He cussed at her across the house. So me and Cindy got cussed out.
I can only imagine how annoyed they were.
Me and Cindy started strolling across the house and giving him the bottle cold. And of course Oliver wasn't taking it. He was upset, so he didn't have enough motivation to drink. And Dad was like, "God damn it, I can't fucking do this," because he was stressed. And
I don't blame Dad.
No, Me and Cindy were standing there while he was cussing. Now he has a cold bottle in his hands. That baby has just been screaming in my arms for half an hour or more. And then we went back into the kitchen, tried the bottle. I tried warming it up. Bubba had earlier poured random water into that. And of course I was holding Oliver again while Dad was still trying to text and call. So I was alone again. And I was trying to warm up the damn bottle that was never getting warm for the life of it. By the end result, that Doc finally came to help because Dad was like, Doc! And because they needed help. We needed help desperately. And then Doc held Oliver finally for like, I don't even know, 3 minutes. The bottle finally got warm. Everything was getting calm again. But while I was warming the bottle, Doc was like, oh my God, like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? And I said, Oliver has been crying for 50 minutes in my arms. I've had no help this entire time. The bottle warmer was not working. I was running the bottle under the sink, or like in the sink with warm water, and the milk was never getting warm for the life of it. Oliver was still screaming on the top of the song. Dad had cussed at me and Sydney, so we were standing at the sink, almost in tears, while that bottle was trying to warm up because we've been holding a crying baby for an hour almost. I hadn't got anything to drink, hadn't got anything to eat, hadn't used the bathroom. We've been holding a crying baby for 50 entire minutes. With no help. People cussing at you and screaming and not making the nerves any fucking better. And so by the end result, I was burnt out and I ended up in tears. The past 4 or 5 nights, I haven't been getting like an hour or 2 of sleep each fucking night for some reason. And I finally get my first good nights of sleep, and then no, we got called 2 times during filming. The situation is, Moxie was doing bad that one night, and me and Matt had to see her butthole, kind of, and Mom was drunk, and I've just been doing most of the chores lately, or getting stuck in the worst fucking situation possible for the last 3 days, and I've been getting awful sleep, just been having the worst morning, and the last couple days have been
shit.
Hell. We have the inhaler. But we have our inhaler now. They were saying in the car earlier, like, oh my gosh, like, it's kind of expensive and everything. It's like $40. But then now at 5:30, it's here. So I don't know what happened.
Some asthmatic people can go through that in the 6 months, if not less.
4 more? Okay.
Is it there?
It's there. Oh, it's so small. Albuterol.
What?
There's a medicine. Oh, y'all, it says 200 in there. What the hell is it so hard to take off? Oh. And then this is a mouthpiece. Oh, shit. Okay, this is another pamphlet. Jesus, okay.
Do you want me to film a clip of it? So I can
I'm good. What the fuck?
God damn. God damn.
Dog, why is the paper this long?
You want me to take a photo of it?
Dog, what the fuck?
It's so long.
We have the inhaler thingy. It's so little. Wait, let's see what it looks like on Dobby.
Right, can I see how it looks?
It's huge. I just told people in the video where is it, but they weren't mad that we couldn't order the inhaler. We're just running out of money, but apparently they ordered it within hours, which is weird.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a quarter of a
And this is what the inhaler looks at me.
I'm gonna first prime the inhaler. No. I finished priming the inhaler. Doing a test to see if this actually helps my lungs. It's probably good.
Did I, you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's been 15 minutes, and we're going to see what happens in 5-minute runs, which normally would trigger a full-blown asthma attack with wheezing and coughing and side effects for like 12 hours. It was awful. And it's been 15 minutes since I took the Albuterol, so we're going to see what would happen. Of course, I'm going to be out of breath. Yeah, we're going to start the 5-minute run, and this is what my breathing sounds like before. My breathing sounds like after a full 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I just restarted the timer, and although I'm still breathless,
I noticed no.
I'm not wheezing. I'm obviously still out of breath.
Don't you like? It sounds like me.
I know, it sounds like them. I was already running, and I wasn't running, but Cindy was running, and
he was doing
a workout of some sort, but
something that would get cardio in.
my lungs, they're literally not, ain't wheezing. I'm not wheezing, I'm not coughing, and not once have I started breaking out in a coughing fit. And I have an old video recording of 2023 of me having a full-blown asthma attack because
It doesn't have to stroke. My mom's had it before. Good?
my lungs feel so fucking awesome. Fucking wheeze free.
I know. I
What?
hear this.
Yeah, that's like accurate description and worse. This is light years better than whatever happened.
Be used to them coughing, wheezing, and having trouble breathing. They seem fine, and they're so not breathless. And it's so weird for me to see that because I've seen that for 4 years.
Yeah.
They couldn't run.
And I'm literally almost recovered within 2-3 minutes. What the fuck? That would take me over an hour to do. And 12 hours with wheezing and coughing fits at our friend's birthday party. We loved the birthday party, but Jesus Christ, we had a bad attack. We debated calling for help. Well, I'm going to be taking 4 puffs every week to prevent attacks and breathlessness and stuff like that. That's how the 200 puffs last me. This is my first dose of the week.
Yeah.
And I feel so good. The first time using the inhaler, it worked fucking wonders.